says aim's real big.
Alright everyone, I'm out here in Breezewood, PA, and I'm at this abandoned hotel, which is in absolutely horrible condition. A lot of it's collapsed and falling apart, and a part of me does think that it was getting torn down and like construction on that may have stopped, but this place is pretty bad. And you know, clearly there are ways that we could go inside of this place, but for my safety, because of how bad of condition this place is, don't necessarily know that I want to do that today. But this hotel had an identity crisis too. This was at one point in time a Howard Johnson, then a place called Countryside Inn, and then the last hotel that I know of was Econo Lodge. And I mean, you got the second floor, which is non-existent basically, and just busted out windows, and it's just a terrible mess over here. And I want to check it out and show it to you guys and see what we find. So we'll get out of the car, we'll go look around it real quick. But as for going inside, that might not be the greatest of ideas just because of how bad it really is. But what are we waiting for? Let's go check it out. Well, there you have it. It's been vandalized heavily, destroyed in other parts. It actually appears like it was on fire, like there was a fire in the roof. Some of the wood's just charred up. Could even just be rotted that badly, but this place is in absolutely terrible condition. And I'm just here out of respect. I'm not here to harm anything. It was definitely on fire. That wood is all charred up along the top there. Yeah, and when it comes to a place like this, I for my safety, I wouldn't even try to go in there. I've wanted to check this out though for years. I've seen it, and I've always been intrigued by it. There is another one, another abandoned hotel on the other side of this, but you can't get up there. I remember years ago, a buddy of mine, my buddy Andy, and I, we were interested in looking, and we got really bad vibes really fast. And I had heard other people were getting in trouble, and it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. So we chose to forego it, you know. Show you inside a little bit. I know it's hard to see because it's so dark in there, and the sunlight is so bright out here. And finding old Econo Lodge key cards. Yeah, a lot of burnt wood though. A lot of rotted wood though too. It was definitely on fire. You see fire damage in a lot of places. Stepping in the weeds. All the key cards everywhere, plates. The mold is bad. Fire damage. I mean, you don't smell any fire, but you just see just how bad it is. Let's take a look in here. There you go. Now you get a good view. Sorry, the focus keeps going out. It's just beyond repair. You know, all the charred wood everywhere. Sorry, there we go. Yeah, clearly on fire. And when it comes to a place like this, I'm okay not going in. Boy, it was all through there too. I mean, we could, but I don't want to. I do not want to. It's dangerous. This thing could collapse at any moment. I mean, you've seen it. It is collapsing. We can peek through windows and doors, but that's it. Like this one here. Wow. That is a disaster. Ooh. Man, the fire went all the way across. Beds melted, just destroyed down to the metal, the springs. Wow. Wow, yeah, that's bad. That's as far as I want to go. All the Econo Lodge cards on the desk. What's left of it. Ooh. Yeah, rough is an understatement. Yeah, the chandelier. Looks like it wasn't so bad over here on this side. Chandelier still hanging on though. Guess that was a bar there. You got your destruction everywhere else. I can't believe how bad it is in here. Sign of the Times, that poster there has Kevin Harvick on it, back when he drove the Busch Light car. Sprint Cup Series. It's been a number of years since this has been gone. But I do want to get out of here. It's just surreal. We'll take a look at this side over here. Do you know when this caught on fire? 'Cause I mean, I'm out here periodically, but not enough to keep up with things that happen out here. Was it planned? Was it an accident, or was the fire planned to try and tear this place down? Do you know? So I'm just curious. There was a sign there that said Econo Lodge, and then this was the sign here that said it, and said Countryside Inn, as well as Howard Johnson. And that Marathon there, that was the other Exxon I talked about in my other Exxon video, my update one, that was abandoned and now it's a Marathon. And the place next door was the Taco Bell, which is now a crab restaurant. That's chained off, but you can see people were inside of there. Let's take a peek through the window anyway, because obviously somebody was in there to graffiti it, so. Doors chained shut though, and I'm okay not going in there, but let's take a peek through the window. We'll go look through this one. Oh, that was the pole. Oh man, the pole right on the highway like that. Actually, that would have been awesome. And no, that's not a light that's on, that's a skylight. That would have been fun to swim in this one. Maybe not now. I'm just curious, did this catch on fire after it was abandoned? Was it the reason why the place closed? Yeah, the pool house there. That's so cool. I love that. But yeah, did it catch on fire and they closed because of that? Was it a controlled burn? Like, did they do it in hopes of tearing this place down? If you know, please let me know. I definitely got to stop in there too. I'm stopping in there as soon as I get done with this video. I've been wanting to stop in there for years. What a mess though. You know, some people might say, oh, you're a coward for not going in there. You got to understand two things. Number one, well, three things rather. Number one, I'm by myself. I don't have anybody with me, which leads me to number two. When a place is on fire like this, it's prone to collapse. Even though it looks sturdy right now, anything could collapse at any point in time, and I don't want to get hurt, and I don't have anybody to help me. Third is, you know, last year, or not last year, a couple of years ago now, my next door neighbor had a house fire, and I was affected by it with a lot of smoke and water damage. Thankfully, my place was all right. The kiddies were fine. I was fine. You know, I could clean everything up, and I mean, it was a nightmare and a mess, but it gave me really bad PTSD from that, because I thought I was going to lose everything I ever worked for and owned, and just that terrifying experience, and that odor, that horrid burnt smell, that terrible odor is just something I never want to experience ever again. It was that bad. So, like Sasha from KMFDM would say, that gives me the heebie-jeebies. So I don't necessarily want to go into a building that was on fire like that to explore it. You know, we got to go check out a lot of it, and, you know, they got it fenced off for a reason, you know, but, you know, there's gaps in the fence, and that's why we can walk around it. Well, there's your last look at it. It's just a mess. Just a pile of rubble for the second floor. Damage everywhere you can see. Roof is just gone. And unfortunately, with the Breezewood area, we'll probably never see another hotel here. A lot of them are closing up, and the ones that are here, they're hanging on by a thread. Oh well, hope you enjoyed that. Just a shame about this whole area here. You know, just so many places that are gone now. Even the travel center over here that used to be the Flying J, which isn't anymore. You got the BP over there, the Perkins, that's abandoned, that I did a video at years ago where I could walk around inside of there. Check that one out. Don't know that I'm going to do an update video for that one, just simply because it was part of a business that was still open, and I really don't want to do that again, because I was like, do I do this or not? And then I just did it anyway. And you know, I always am respectful of places. I'm never gonna vandalize or harm anything like that or cause trouble. That's the last thing I want to do. And you know, it's just a shame, because you know, you got this hotel gone. There's one on the other side of the interstate here. Well, it's the on-ramp to 76, because the junction here is just a total nightmare. But you got another one over there that's been abandoned for numerous years, and the work's being done up there. It's fenced off. And then the Quality Inn appears to be abandoned, but I've seen cars there this weekend. Just a handful of cars. So maybe somebody's living there. I don't know, but it's not a Quality Inn anymore. Really, the biggest signs of life would be the Gateway Travel Center, and people said, why don't you do a video over there? And it's not a bad idea, actually. It's not a bad idea at all. And you know, you got the other places here. Forbes Road, what does that say, Conference Center? I don't even know where that would be at. But you do got what used to be the Pilot or Flying J. You got this gas station here with these handful of restaurants, and it's somehow a Pizza Hut that's open. The Best Western's gone. You have the Days Inn, which is hanging on by a thread. A couple mom and pop hotels, and honestly, some of them, I'm not trying to speak ill about anybody, but they're not like the greatest looking places review-wise, because I'm very particular about reviews. So the moment I see anything about roaches and or bed bugs, that's an automatic no for me. So, but anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed our little walk around. At least we got to go check out this building here. But like when it comes to that, like I mentioned, I will not go in there. If I had the drone with me, I would have sent the drone up. But the other thing I got to worry about are the power lines. You got the power lines really close to it and some trees, and I really don't want to lose the drone in there. And so, but at least we got to see it. And if I find anything on the news about it, I'll be sure to share that in the description or the video. But thanks so much for watching, everybody. Take care and stay awesome. I'm going to head into the Black and Gold store here and see what's good in there, and go on with my day. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Fire crews had to deal with the snow and freezing temperatures while fighting a fire in Breezewood tonight. The motel across the street from the Gateway Travel Plaza originally caught on fire last night, but those flames rekindled around 9:30 this evening and quickly spread. Just take a look at that video if you saw it there. Flames were pouring out of the roof. And you know, the fire quickly spread through what was left of the building. You know, we are still following more on this developing situation, and there's no word yet on if anyone was injured or what crews think may have caused that fire.